South Carolina, how's everyone doing today? Georgetown, South Carolina, you guys never let us down. I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out here since day number one of this amazing Bassmaster Elite Series event. If you've been following the action all week long, we started with 75, cut it down to 35 yesterday, and only 10 went out today. In just a few short minutes, we will crown our fourth Elite Series champion of the season and our second for 2 weeks in a row in South Carolina. Let's hear it for that. I want to thank the Masters for finishing up right in time for our weigh-in. That was very nice of them. They made a special effort for us. They put three people teeing off at once just so they could be finished for us, ladies and gentlemen. It really is. It's true. And Game of Thrones, you'll be a go home before that starts. It's a special day today. But we are here. This is the Bassmaster Elite Series. This is the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. Are you guys ready to weigh some fish? Before we can weigh any fish, we need to bring out the man that weighs all the fish. My partner in crime, our tournament director, Trip Weldon. Trip, as I said, Masters was nice enough to finish up for us, and pretty exciting day here today.
Absolutely. First thing I'm the most excited about it, all the anglers are in and safely on time. We know some guys made the long run to the Cooper River, and I can only imagine what Charleston Harbor is like coming across there, not only with recreational traffic, but with this wind. So it's been a fantastic 2 weeks, to wind up right here in Georgetown with such great hosts, the people here, all the parks people. They've done so much during the week. The anglers pull up here, they get chicken biscuits, they get ice. Walt and all the guys, they park them, they take them back to their trucks, and they've done a fantastic job. Randy Mosley was our volunteer coordinator at both events. I want to thank him. I want to thank all the law enforcement for all they've done. And, we kind of make an inconvenience on them. We like to create traffic jams and stuff like that. But anyhow, they've done a fantastic job. Last week, we were at Lake Hartwell in Anderson. Neil Paul, I don't know if Neil's here, but he's become a great friend. He's a Clemson guy. And this guy coming up right here, come on up here, Sel Hemingway. I met Sel a couple of years ago.
Let's hear it for Sel, your local host.
So, Sel, everybody knows Sel's a Clemson guy, and I'm a Bama guy. So, between Neil and Sel, we go back and forth a lot. And, I had to text him about, what was that, January the 8th or something late at night and tell you congrats.
And you did, but this back and forth is old stuff now. It's going to be a dynasty coming up.
Oh, Lord. But anyhow, I tell you what, Dave, we go all over the country. And we make great friends, and we make lifelong friends, and not only just myself, but all of the Bass staff. And I've got a friend in Sel and Neil Paul, some of my best friends that I could have, and I really cherish that. And so it's just great to be around these guys. They're just good people, and you can't ask for better hospitality than what we've got here. Sel has something he wants to talk about, and then I have one more thing real quick.
I can be entrusted with your mic?
I'm getting you. You're the boss.
All right, hang tight. Okay, first of all, Trip mentioned several of our departments that were involved in making this deal a reality. I want to go a little beyond that. It was the city, the county, the whole community. But I'll tell you, most importantly is you guys. I mean, without you showing up, and I know it's a lot of competition going on for your time. There's a lot of threats of weather, and you didn't know it was going to rain, and just a lot of uncertainties. But to see you here today and yesterday, it's just a great testament of how much you guys want these folks to be here. And I'm going to get right back to that, so just hold your applause. First of all, I want to mention we've started a tradition 3 years ago by presenting, in addition to the trophy and the check, thanks to our local Chamber of Commerce, Beth Stedman and her staff, they've made available Pawleys Island rope hammock. These hammocks have been originated here in Georgetown County back in the 1800s, and still to this day their design is used for the manufacture of them. And we just think that that's a good symbolic gift to the winner of the tournament to make them remember Georgetown and want to come back not only to fish, but come back and retire here and lay in the hammock. So it's going to be our privilege to present the winner with that as well. Now, back to you wanting these people back. When Dave calls for you to go absolutely berserk and crazy, we've had practice earlier. We've had practice. You've got the towels. You've got the Bam Bam sticks. I've instructed these folks up front. You got a front row seat. You've got the best seat in the house. But in order to keep that seat, and we will have you removed, when he calls for you to go nuts, I want you on your feet, and I want to see crazy. Now you got it. Here's the man that can put you on the test.
Hang on before you leave, Sel. You can't leave just yet. You know, I talked about Neil Paul, and Neil's over at Anderson. He's chairman of Visit Anderson over there. He's a life member of B.A.S.S, and we want to make, on behalf of Bruce Aiken and the entire B.A.S.S staff, we don't want to make you a life member of B.A.S.S. And so we're proud to call you friend, and now we're proud to call you B.A.S.S life member.
I appreciate that, Trip. Does that mean I could go get the 3 years I signed up for buying T-shirts?
Yeah, you can get it back, and being a CPA, you can turn it in on your tax tomorrow. How about that?
Thank you, man.
Let's hear it for your local hosts.
Talk about competition.
Can't tell you, how important great local hosts are. And as Tripp said, we've had a 2-week swing here in South Carolina. It's been incredible. Also going on this month, the Autism Angler of April. Every time I see that, a child cries. Whenever you see a balloon floating, there's a child crying somewhere. But the incredible effort that the anglers have done and everybody's done to support the great cause of autism, Anglers for Autism, they're selling the wristbands you'll see back at the Bassmaster booth. They're selling them for $10. All the money goes to autism. And the great folks, Larry over there at the membership booth, made the generous donation, said, I will... Up to the first 100 sold, he says, I will double that. So if he will donate $1,000 back if you guys buy those bracelets. So a great opportunity to raise some great money for some great funds. Let's hear it for their great effort.
Talk about competition.
This tournament has been tough, Tripp, and that Rick Clun said it best on day one of the tournament. He said, everybody, we're going to go to Lake Fork in 3 weeks, and everybody talking about the giant fish and how crazy that event can be, and those are a lot of fun, but if you want to win toward a Bassmaster Angler of the Year, you're going to be tested right across the country.
Well, right. I mean, we're almost to the midway point of the Toyota Angler of the Year race, and this tournament was pivotal. I'll get it out here in a minute. It's very important, okay? But, no, I love a tough tournament every now and then. I like them thrown in there. And these guys, you put these quality of anglers, they're going to figure out the puzzle, and that's the key to any tournament competition. And just like Augusta today, there were 10 guys that teed off this morning that could have won that tournament. There are 10 anglers that checked out of here at 7 o'clock this morning that had a chance to win this tournament. One game changer like we saw, the Jason Williamson with that beautiful 6'10" largemouth day one could totally change this thing. So we don't know how this is going to shake out. It could be a tie, and I talk about it all the time. We have in our rules now sudden death fish off. Probably with the weather wouldn't happen today. It'd probably happen tomorrow, but it'd be good for Bassmaster Live. But I think this is going to come down to ounces, so let's see how it all shakes out.
It's going to be a lot of fun. No matter what way this ends, we got to celebrate all 10 of these guys. One of the toughest tournaments of the year, and they made it here. Are you guys ready to get loud and crazy for our anglers? And now, we got cameras all around this place. Before the anglers come, I need 30 seconds of absolute insanity. Don't make Sel come out and move you. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, we're going to try something different. You see all around the Bassmaster venue, our motto this year, big bass, big stage, big dreams. You hear us say it a lot, and that's what the Bassmaster Elite Series is all about. You catch the big bass, you cross the big stage, you accomplish the big dreams. So I need you guys, we're going to play this all around the world. Can you guys do that? You guys are going to be big bass. Let's try it. You guys guess what you are? Some guys didn't know what we were. You're big stage. And you guys are big dreams, okay? Big dreams! Big stage! Big dreams! Oh, okay, that was just a warm-up. Okay, don't get winded. I need you to do that, and at the very end, I'm going to point to all of you, and I need you to give me a Bassmaster, okay? Yeah, get nuts. We're going to start this, ladies and gentlemen. 75 anglers. The Bass Pro Shops, a Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. Are you ready? Let's get ready to win! A former Carhartt College bass competitor, represented the University of South Carolina. He is currently leading the Dick's Sporting Goods Rookie of the Year, currently leading the Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year, 24 years old. Get loud for South Carolina's Patrick Walters. Leading everything there is to lead in professional bass fishing right now, and went out in 10th spot with nothing to lose and everything to gain. Had 33 pounds, 12 ounces. Got a little something to show you, South Carolina. 33 pounds, 12 ounces, needs 8 pounds and an ounce to take the lead. Current leader, Stetson Blaylock, obviously our day 3 leader. Looking for 8 pounds and an ounce to take the lead, 33-12. Often I'll use the term blow the roof off this place. Not going to use that today, ladies and gentlemen. 10 pounds, 4 ounces with 44 even. Patrick Walters is your brand new leader, South Carolina. Let's celebrate one of the brightest young stars in our sport. Patrick, what a day out there today. I mean, we talked about how tough this tournament was going to be for the entire field, and just when we thought it couldn't get any tougher, I mean, that wind really seemed to wreak havoc on a lot of anglers today.
That's actually what's surprising, is with how bad this weather is and how bad this wind is. Look at this amazing crowd. They still turned out, you know. And let me tell you something. That was a rough ride today. I took that Falcon and Yamaha all the way to the Cooper River. It was 200 miles round trip. I went 800 miles total this week. I mean, 800 miles in a boat. That's just unreal. But I couldn't have done it without my sponsors, without my family being here, my girlfriend. It was a tough week. Fishing, when practice started, I knew it was going to be a lot tougher than I expected it to be. It didn't suit the way I wanted to fish. And all week I fished for spawners. Actually, I caught them on a Zoom fluke stick, which is a stick bait. Caught them on a frog, and I actually caught them on a chatterbait yesterday. But it was just adapting every day and making the changes. And man, I'm just happy to make Championship Sunday, make a top 10, and be here in the home state. And the good thing is, when I drive home today, I'm only about an hour.
South Carolina and the entire bass fishing world, I'm going to tell you something right now. If you don't already, you need to remember this name. One of the brightest young stars. You're leading everything there is to lead in bass fishing, dude. 4 events into the Elite Series. Does it seem real? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it really has been a charmed start to your career.
It's a dream come true. You know, you couldn't script it any better, but hey, the plan's just to keep the foot on the gas and finish the season strong.
I think he's going to do that. South Carolina, let's hear it for your new leader. The longer he stays there, the more money he makes. Let's roll through our next angler. Originally from the West Coast, now makes his home in Kissimmee, Florida. From Enigma Rods, get loud for Jesse Tecarante. Started the day with 33 pounds and 14 ounces. Took the year off due to medical absence. Glad he made that jump because we want him to stick around a little while. 33-14 to start the day. He's looking for 10-3.
Hey, go ahead.
5 fish for 7 pounds, 6 ounces. He moves into 3rd place with 41 pounds and 4 ounces. Let's celebrate making our top 10 here on Championship Sunday. Jesse, not going to happen here today, but a great tournament. You got to be happy with the way this one finishes.
Listen, as Patrick said, when you go 800 miles in 4 days in a boat and you made it back, you got nothing to complain about. So, listen, I got a lot of thanks to give out this week, if you don't mind a minute. First, my sponsors, Blazer, Evinrude, awesome. Get us there and back. But there's other elite anglers that I want to really give thumbs up to, because I always say, everybody says it's so competitive, and it is, but we're still a family. Everybody helps each other, and that's the way it should be. Bill Weidler is the one who clued me in on the fish up there. I went up there cold turkey, put it together. Shane Lineberger gave me the baits because I ran out after I killed him the first day. I couldn't have caught anything the second day without those baits. And today, Corey Johnston, I hit a stump. Idling around, bent 2 ears up out of the 4, and immediately he says, "Hey man, I got a prop wrench." It all come together. I would not even be here. I'd still be stuck up at that Cooper River. So everything has come together the whole week to make it a success, just to finish the top 10. And I got to tell you guys, I'm just exhilarated to be here. You guys got an awesome place. It's beautiful. Like I said, it's an adventure every day. You don't know what you're going to find out there or what you're going to see. But today I tried to completely change. If you watch live, I had no fish in the boat till 11:30. And I thought, man, I got to go right back to that spot and go catch a limit. And I did. It took me about 15 minutes to catch a limit. But, there it is, 8 pounds. And it was just one of those days where I could not get a 3-pounder. I couldn't get in the groove. The tide was high. It was backing it up. The wind was nasty. And it was just, I did the best I could with what I had. But who's got anything to complain about, man? It's top 10 Sunday, and I'm here,
Nothing to complain about. A great finish. And we look forward to seeing you all season long. This dude, you're battling out with this dude for Toyota Bassmaster Angler of the Year. Let's roll him through his very first season on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Multiple FLW championship qualifications. Double guns loaded. Bang, bang! Scott Canterbury shoots out the lights. Patrick Walters is not very comfortable right now. Scott Canterbury, a 2-time FLW winner. Good Lord. Scott Canterbury went to the Piggly Wiggly and came back with a sack full. 34 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day. 5 fish. He's looking for 913. 16 pounds, 2 ounces, 16-2, and Scott Canterbury rockets all the way into first place here at the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. 50 pounds and 6 ounces. Oh, Lord. We're going to weigh that for Phoenix Boats Big Bass. I'm pretty sure it's going to take over for the day. 6'1". 5'8". With that, we say goodbye to Patrick Walters. Let's give him a little love. And we say hello to Scott Canterbury. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. To do what you did today under such tough conditions. Everybody talked about how rough this one was going to be, but it got a little tougher today with the wind on a lot of guys. And what you did is absolutely incredible.
It was fun today. It was fun yesterday. I went and threw a dirty jig, swim jig all day yesterday. Only caught 5 fish. Started out doing that today, and it just didn't feel right. I picked up that Canterbury Pro Buzz from Dirty Jigs Tackle, and every fish I caught except for one came on that buzz bait. So that's an awesome bite. To see those big ones come up and get a buzz bait, it's pretty amazing, guys. I don't know what to say. We've got a lot of people to weigh in. Wherever it plays out is where it is.
That first big one, when you got that first big fish, you obviously had to know, man, this could be a special day.
No, I never thought I had a chance at it, really. I really still didn't. Riding in, I didn't think about it or nothing until I get in and look at my phone. Everybody's texting me. That's pretty awesome. But, I don't know. There's guys behind me. They're hammers. They're the best out here. So we're going to see. I couldn't be out here doing this.
Let's hear it for him.
These guys out here, these people right here is why we do it. Y'all support the ones that support this industry, guys. Quaker State's been with me a long time. They not only take care of me, but they take care of a lot of anglers. They gave out thousands of cases of oil last year, the year before. This year, they just gave it out this week, thousands and thousands of cases of oil. I mean, it's amazing what they do and what they've done for me. All my sponsors on here, I mean, they do it.
Let's hear it for him, your brand new leader. Wow, what a bag of fish on Championship Sunday. South Carolina, let's roll through one of your very own. He is a two-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion. He's your day one leader from Aiken, South Carolina. He is the Tower of Power, Jason Williamson. Started the day with 35 pounds and 3 ounces. 2 weeks and a day since having a brand new baby. And baby would love a brand new pair of shoes. And you can get some fancy shoes with $100,000. 35 pounds and 3 ounces to start today. Looking for 15.4. 5 fish. 11 pounds even. He moves into second place. South Carolina, let's celebrate one of your very own Nitro Mercury Pro, J-Will. J-Will, I mean, after seeing that show he just came across here with, this has been an incredible tournament, but to see that, blowing the lights out here, it can't hurt that much.
Yeah, why did y'all put me behind him?
You did it. I mean, really, it was all in order of placing. I mean, you go ahead of him, and now you're not, and it's embarrassing.
Well, he's one of the best in the business, and he sure worked hard and ran a lot of miles, I'm sure, for him this week, and congratulations to him. I hope he wins it. I got a lot to say in a short period of time. First thing I want to say is, Georgetown, you rock. I've ate some of the best food this week, and over here downtown, the best restaurants that you could ever ask for. You guys, the way y'all treat us when we're here is awesome. My family for their support, my sponsors. I wouldn't be here without them, and hopefully we can get a top 5 out of this thing and buy the baby a new pair of shoes.
Let's hear it for him. J-Will represents you all year long. Let's keep them rolling. Next up, an Elite Series, a rookie. Making his very first Championship Sunday appearance. He's fished 9 Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Opens. Made a check in 7 of them. From Colgate, Oklahoma, get loud for Luke Palmer. Luke Palmer started the day with 35 pounds and 13 ounces. Because of the giant bag that Scott Canterbury brought out, he needs a big bag. Needs 14.10, 5 fish for Luke Palmer here on Championship Sunday at only his 4th Bassmaster Elite Series event. 5 fish for 6 pounds, 12 ounces. He moves into 4th place. Let's celebrate Luke Palmer on his very first Championship Sunday appearance. Luke, a great tournament here this week. You gotta feel good about it. Not, looking forward to the schedule. Like 4 Gibson, like some of those lakes are a little closer to home for you. So, got to take this momentum ahead.
I hope I can, man. I'm ready to get back home. Heck, we've been away for 3 weeks. It seems like now, but I told my cameraman today, I said, is it just everybody here in Carolina just happy all the time? I mean, everybody at the restaurant says happy, everybody's smiling, and then you show up with a crowd like this, and it's, when we's running down the coast, everybody's taking pictures, waving at us, flagging us on. It's been a heck of a week, I enjoyed it. I've never seen tide in my life. I figured some out, and then it kicked me in the butt today, but I enjoyed every bit of it. This has been a great trip out here. I'm, looking forward to really coming back. I know that runs a long ways, but it's not too bad unless the wind blows like it did today, and she's pretty rough. But, you know, I want to thank Horizon, Mercury, Phoenix. They got me down there and back every day. And I got a boy back home that his name's Landon. He's always out there, so I give a hi out to him. And all my family back home, and like I said, my sister just had her first kid and everything, and I'm ready to get back and meet her. It's kind of been bothering me. I'm ready to get back and see her, though. Ready to see that family.
Get home to that family safe, and congrats on a great finish. Going pretty good so far.
So far, but there's some hammers coming up. We got a long ways to go.
We do. You want me to go over there and do it, or can we talk?
We can call it right now if you want to.
No. These guys get ornery when you do crap like that.
I know.
So should I bring the next guy?
Bring him on.
All right, let's get him rolling. Qualified for Championship Sunday on his very last cast on semifinal Saturday. He's a former Elite Series champion, a 10-time Classic qualifier from Salem, Virginia, the Cruise Missile, John Cruz. 36 pounds and 5 ounces at the start of today. Caught a 6-pounder on his final cast yesterday to rocket him here into Championship Sunday with 36 pounds and 5 ounces, looking for 14-2 to take the lead away from Hammerberry. 5 fish, 9 pounds, 13 ounces, gives him 46 pounds and 2 ounces. Not going to take the lead, but he moves into third place. John, unfortunately not going to take the lead this time around, but man, great tournament. And when you look at, 10 minutes before you had to stop fishing yesterday, and you look where you're standing here today, got to be happy.
Absolutely, and I knew that one more of those things, could have been the difference between me walking right off the stage right now and moving over to that seat, but it didn't happen. So I just fished as hard as I could, and fished to the last minute. I was the last one. I went all the way over to the Cooper. I think I was the last one to leave over there, and so I just waited till the last minute, thinking it might happen again, but it didn't. But we've done a lot of good things this week, and I'm curious to see who is going to be the winner of this tournament. And I'm going to be curious to see who's going to be the Autism Angler of April Award winner. They're going to get that trophy at the next event. And then whoever wins this tournament, they're going to sign the other one of these crazy shoes that we're going to auction off here in the next week or so. I'll probably do it through my social media, so everybody stay tuned for that.
It's very cool, a great program. We'd already talked about how the Bass merchandise booth, if you buy a bracelet, they're going to donate another $10 on behalf of them, and that's incredible. Going to raise a lot of money for way too many people across the world are affected by autism, and it's awesome that you take this, you take this month and you really champion this entire campaign, and not just in this league, in every fishing league. You kind of set that standard, and it's really, really, as a father of an incredible autistic daughter, thank you.
Well, it's a lot of fun, and I love how it seems to get contagious. And bass fishermen love other bass fishermen, and we like to help each other. And I just talked to Hank Cherry backstage, and he's donating $500 to the Abby Grace Foundation, which is in the family of what we're trying to do here. So it just gets contagious with donating, talking about it, the awareness, and trying to make people's lives better.
Well, thank you very much for everything you do. Before you leave, how'd you catch them this week? Give me the breakdown.
It seemed like it was a little bit different every day. Today, I had not caught a single fish on a jerkbait this week, and then today I got out there and I had to dig out of the rod locker after that long run and pulled out my jerkbait and caught, I think, almost all the fish that I weighed today on it. But I hadn't caught one on it before. Yesterday, the last 3 days, it was kind of a mixture of a wacky rig, Missile Baits 48. That thing had done some heavy lifting. I caught some on a Zoom speed worm, and then I caught some on a chatterbait, jackhammer chatterbait with a Missile Baits Shockwave, a little swim bait on the back of it.
It's always great to have you here on Sunday, and once again, thank you for everything you do for all those out there. Let's roll through our next angler. $1.5 million in earnings on the FLW Tour. A 5-time Costa event winner from Florida. Get loud for Kobe Krieger. Kobe Krieger. This entire tournament has been all about the big bite. The guy that gets the big bite on the right day. And he did it on day number 2, got a 6 yesterday, backed it up with a 4 and a 5. And today he starts with 36.10, looking for 13.13. 5 fish, 8 pounds and 9 ounces. He moves into 4th place with 45 pounds and 3 ounces. Let's hear it for him, ladies and gentlemen. Kobe, we all knew this tournament was going to be kind of a tough one that's going to test you guys to the limits. And then along comes Championship Sunday when it seems like everyone's it's tested you enough. It just got a little bit tougher on the entire field.
Yeah, I really like these kind of tournaments, to be honest with you. A lot of people, they see Winyah Bay on the tournament schedule, they're like, oh, man. And I'm like, I got a chance there because when it's tough, I seem to, for whatever reason, do a little bit better than when it's a slugfest. But, this week, I got to thank that big fish. It was 6 pounds, 8 ounces the second day that opened my eyes up to what was going on. And today, when the tide finally got low and, I went sight fishing and caught what I caught, but never saw a big one. I was, 2 big bites away from being a hero.
You said that fish put you on to what's going on, and what exactly was that?
Well, I fished up there, and I guess it's called Sandy Island or something. Somebody was telling me. I don't even know where I was at. I was up to Walkable somewhere. And but I guess, the water's a lot higher right now than it normally is, and the fish are out there spawning in front of them cypress trees. And the first day there was a lot of boats in there, 20, 25 of our guys, and the water got all muddy, and you couldn't see on low tide. Well, the second day there was a lot less guys there. So, we'd been fishing with a wacky worm or a little shaky head, catching them. But once the tide got out, then you could actually see what you were fishing for. And it seemed like later in the tournament that it got, fishing for them was a lot harder to make them bite. You had to actually sight fish for them and entice them to bite. You just couldn't throw something up there and make them bite. So, I'm very fortunate to be here where I'm at. I think my mom's out here somewhere. Which is pretty cool. I always get tore up when I think about it, but this place is a great place to have a tournament. It's tough, but you got to make a lot of decisions, and it's a mental strain. And it's I like these kind of tournaments, and I'm just glad that I finally made a cut. And I look forward to big things coming the rest of the year.
It's great to have you here. Go give your mom a hug. Let's hear it from Mom. Let's roll through our next angler. He is the reigning Forest Wood Cup champion, has qualified for 3 Forest Wood Cups and 1 last year's. He is a former FLW Rookie of the Year from Alabama, Clint Davis. Clint Davis went to Piggly Wiggly, but it's a different sack. 2 fish today for Clint Davis. Started today with 38 pounds, 6 ounces, 2 pounds, 7 ounces. Went to the express lane in Piggly Wiggly, maybe, but all week, I feel like I jinxed you. The last 2 days, all I've talked about is how nobody's catching limits, and Clint Davis is catching so many of them. And then Championship Sunday came along.
I think I caught them all. I'm dead serious. Everywhere I'd been fishing, catching fish, I never got a bite there today. And I went in one more little area that I somehow slip by every day, and I missed 2 big ones this morning early, and then after that it was just crickets all day, and I caught those 2 little ones later. If I'd known that I was only going to need, 11 pounds or so to win, then I probably would have slowed down and threw a worm. But we're all thinking going out today, man, it's getting better and better, and you're going to need 15, 16 to close the deal. But it's good. It's been a great week. Looking forward to going out to Texas in a few weeks.
I heard you on live say, you just wanted to get out of this one safe. Maybe a top 35, top 10's a lot better than that.
Yeah, I fished up the PD River. I caught all my fish on a nickel saber swim jig and shad spawn, a little Mr. Twister white buzz bug on it all week. And I had to caught 20 a day up until today, and I only caught 2. So, I had a lot of fun doing what I was doing, and we got through it.
Why, you said after day one, kind of at around 1 o'clock after day one, you kind of got onto that bait. I'm assuming the swim jig. But there was other anglers throwing swim jigs but not having the success you had. What do you think you were doing different?
I can't answer that. I know the trailer I had on there was a lot smaller profile swim.
Can't answer or won't?
No, I'm saying I can't answer why I caught them on it and other people didn't.
Yeah, you're just fishing it a little different, maybe a little different cadence, but it worked out awesome for you and a great event. Looking forward to seeing them all season long. Let's hear it for Clint Davis. What place were you in this morning?
8th place this morning, but it was my mom's birthday.
Oh, see, it's the day for the mothers. You got to give your mama a birthday present.
We get everybody here to say happy birthday to my mom.
What is your mom's name?
Rosie.
Everybody in the count of 3. Happy birthday, Rosie. 1, 2, 3. Now, before I bring these guys, let me ask you, what kind of a birthday gift will Rosie potentially get if you roll out of town with $100,000? I mean, just trying to help Rosie out and all the mothers around the world.
Probably something pretty good.
I imagine. Let's roll through our second place angler, trying to make history today and become the first Canadian to ever win on the Bassmaster Elite Series. He is a 3-time Costa Angler of the Year, a 3-time Canadian Open champion from Peterborough, Ontario, Canada, Corey Johnston. 40 pounds and 4 ounces to start the day. He's got a 5-fish limit. Looking for 10 pounds and 3 ounces. Looking for 10, 3, 5 fish. All alive. Going to be let go for you guys to catch for years and years to come. 9 pounds and an ounce. He moves into second place, 1 pound and 2 ounces short of the overall lead. But let's celebrate another incredible young star of our sport. 49 pounds, 5 ounces. Corey, what you and your brother have done this year is truly incredible. And we talk about it, they just a couple of dumb Canadians, and I get it, but they're really good at fishing. And they are inspiring an entire, I can say dumb Canadians, for those of you who don't know, I'm Canadian. It's okay. But you are inspiring, so many people north of the border to prove that this dream is real, similar to what we saw Carl Jacobson do with the Australians, and you're doing them proud, buddy.
Yeah, you know what? Anyone can do this sport. That's the beauty of it. Doesn't matter how old or how young you are. Anyone can get up here on this stage and do this. You just got to put your mind to it. But I had a great week out here. It was a good fishery. I was making a long run to the Cooper River, and that Ranger Evan route got me where I needed to go. I ran Garmin electronics, all the mapping through the intercoastal there. It was pretty cool. Gamakatsu hooks, Bass Mafia. I know I'm forgetting a bunch. Costa, Shimano. There's a whole bunch of them. I'm not going to list them all, but without those people, we wouldn't be able to do what we do, and also our family back home, all of our friends. We got to thank the crowd for coming out, a huge crowd. Thank you guys, and hopefully we'll see you guys again.
It's always great to have you here. You're going to see a lot from him. There's only one dude left.
One left, but he had the biggest lead.
He did. You think I should bring him through now?
It's up to you. I'm ready.
I imagine. All right, let's roll him through. He left the dock in the lead this morning. He has 11-time FLW Cup qualifier, the youngest angler ever to win an FLW Tour event, 2 Ultimate Match Fishing titles, Stetson Blaylock. Leave your fish in there. I'm going to come talk to you first. Let's just relax. I mean, Scott is in no rush whatsoever. He's totally relaxed. How are you?
It's one of those things where it's going to be ounces, and I had the fish hooked. It jumped off. Everybody got to see it on live. It's just part of this game, But I'll tell you what, if I finished second last week, if I finish second here again, then I'm going to thank the good Lord. And if you offered me second at Lake Fork, guess what? I'd take it there too. So, I'm telling you right now, I've just been truly blessed the last few weeks. And let's get these dudes weighed in.
Let's get these dudes weighed in. You got a nervous family over there. Are you guys ready for this? Let's do it. Welcome him to the stage, Stetson Blaylock. Let's get side by side. 41 pounds, 12 ounces. He's looking for 8'11". 9 pounds, 3 ounces. 9'3", and with 50-15, Stetson Blaylock is a Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Stetson Blaylock smashes the field here on Championship Sunday. And, dude, when you saw Scott Canterbury's weight and what he weighed in, you had to feel like, man, maybe it slipped from my hands. I mean, you did a really good little speech there where you sounded like a really good sport, but this is so much cooler, is it not?
I'm speechless. I tell you what, I've lost so many fish this week that I just thought I'd give it away. But, I don't have any words to describe how it feels to go through finishing second and just being thankful for it and just keeping your head down. I've never been here before, so I went to where I knew there was some fish, and that's all I got. Thank you, Lord.
Your family drove all night to be here with you. That's right there what life is all about. A champion with his true greatest prize, his family. All of these anglers have incredible support from their families. But now we got to make this official. Are you ready to hold that trophy, Stetson? We're going to bring out our tournament director, Trip Weldon, to make it official. Your 2019 Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite of Winyah Bay belongs to Stetson Blaylock. Stetson Blaylock gets it done, becoming a Bassmaster Elite Series champion here at Winyah Bay. How long? Daddy has worked really hard to get this, hasn't he?
Yep.
Are you proud of Daddy?
Yes.
I know you were nervous wreck backstage. We talked an hour ago. Drove all night to be here. And realistically, you know how cruel this sport is, man. We're the original American Idol. We make them both stand side by side so somebody can lose. But, man, all of those roadblocks, everything you guys have overcome, and he's done it. How proud are you?
Oh, I can't even put into words how proud I am. I've seen him watch and work for, I guess, almost 10 years now since he won last time. And so to see him win and get to have the kids here is just priceless.
Incredible. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Team Blaylock. 75 anglers started the quest. We cut it down to 35. 10 went out today, and now there is one. That one is Stetson Blaylock, your 2019 Winyah Bay Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Stetson, before we go too far, we have Sel, a local host, going to come out here with a special presentation for you.
This thing looks heavy.
Stetson, this is token of our appreciation, we began this tradition 3 years ago, presenting the winner with a Pawleys Island rope hammock. This design has lasted since the 1800s. Maybe Mom would like to use it for some years, but we look forward to you retiring here with us with your family in years to come and enjoying that hammock here. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very cool. Got his hammock from the local host, Stetson. Before I let you leave the stage and get swept up by media, your sponsors will call me and yell at me if I don't ask you. How'd you catch them? What'd you do this week?
You know, last week at Hartwell, I caught all my fish on a Christie crawl and on a Yum Dinger, and this week it was no different. I did catch one on a big old P70 Pop R, but you know, Booyah and Yum have come through for me time and time again. My Garmin electronics all week long. I can't thank my sponsors enough because they have stayed with me through the last 2 years of not catching them to get to see this, and I just thank them all so much. And I love this time of year, and I won my only tour event this time of year, and wacky rigging is where it's at for me, and it holds a special place for sure.
It's been an incredible month for you, and what a way to end it off from bridesmaid to bride in 1 week. Stetson Blaylock, your 2019 Winyah Bay Bassmaster Elite Series champion. Stetson Blaylock wins the Bass Pro Shops Bassmaster Elite at Winyah Bay. On behalf of our entire Bassmaster staff, myself, Dave Mercer, our tournament director, Trip Weldon, our event director, Eric Lopez, and yes, even Matt Dowd. We want to thank you for coming out here. Georgetown, South Carolina, you guys are awesome. You always roll out the red carpet, and we can't say thank you enough.